Hey, have you already played already? Okay. Have you already started playing already?
No, I haven't. It's still doing its copying for me, so like
Okay.
something else. Yeah.
I don't know, I left mine back from PS4 on all day. I was like, let me leave it on just in
I'm
case,
glad
so
you've
we can
come,
do that download.
though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news.
Yeah, my download took like 15 minutes maybe. But now
After
doing
you
the
left,
copying,
we
so
reached out to
that's gonna
both
take
the
a while.
Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fame
Because I
and
also
attempted
had
all manner of
Overwatch.
treatment.
It was doing an update too, so I had two downloads
But the results
going
were
on
always
at
the
same
same.
time.
Whatever the answer is, it's not... Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this
Take a
puzzle.
screenshot. Take a screenshot of it and send it to us, bro.
And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
What? A Smurf account. Wonderful. Dead by Daylight.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Cryle! I thought you were busy delving into the mysteries of Eureka.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have... Thank you for coming, Cryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory?
My dude, have you
that
actually...
boy always did have some funny
killed...
ideas.
Did we kill that hog already? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
My life's goal is not less than the salvation of this
Yeah, it was
star.
Dungeon one. He still has to do that. He ain't nowhere near closer yet. You're close to... You're not close to Stormblood. You're close to the end of that saga, but you're like...
Well, that particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great
Still like a few more
embarrassment to him,
cycles
as you
to go.
know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Oh my god.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone. A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
I forgot. Where do you actually pick up samurai? Isn't it Kogane or?
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone.
Expansion.
If you'll excuse me.
That in the red mage class.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember that one. That was funny. I was mad, but I was laughing the whole time. Like,
Except
I'm
for the
stupid.
Ah, yes.
I was like, that's
The
why
elder
whenever you
Seed
were
made a similar observation.
tuned.
I've read the report. If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it
That
leaves
sounds right.
behind,
Yeah,
just
I'm
as we
about-
did in our search for Thancred.
That's why, like, the first time I started playing this game, I did not know, and I had to run all the way back to Uda. I was like, oh my god, from Black Forest Station. I'm like, oh, I hate that's a long run with no mount. And it was like, yeah, that's gonna be a long ass run.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Yeah, now everybody's gonna be mount farming for real now.
Oh yeah. Cause what else did they add? They added a 24-man raid, like 24 dungeons, didn't they?
Yeah,
Same
and
thing?
yeah, and we got a QB mount now.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I'm going to watch every single how to do it, ninja POV video, everything. I'm going through it with my ninja class. I'm not gonna do it with nobody else. Wait, are you playing right now? Okay. You gotta summon Hellstrike. Okay, yeah, you gotta summon him and man, you can farm Nearhog and get his gear. I mean, that gear for that area. That boosts you up. That's what I did. I leveled up my warrior. I'm gonna do my Dark Knight next, I guess, and then Dragoon after. Because it was in a cutscene. One wolf down, 3 more to go. No, wait. 4 more, my bad. 4 more wolves down. I realized that they just added a new one, so I'm like, yep, 4 more wolves to go, then 24-man raid dungeon.
No, you know how hard it was just to get one?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I got 51 sodas. Well, actually, I had more than that. Close to about 100 totems. So yeah, it's, I guess the next easy one will have to be the other one. I guess I'll do that one later. You got which one you have? You have the jade one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, close.
Yaku. I'd say that's my favorite wolf so far, just for like the color palette.
I don't know. The other one from what's her name?
Tsukiyomi.
Yeah. No, not
She's got-
Tsukiyama. But what was her name? It was one of the first ones we got when Stormblood came out. Crap, I forgot.
Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
Aaron has that one.
yeah. I was like, for some reason, her wolf looks like the wolf from what was that game called?
Okami.
Yeah. And I can't remember the names of the games. Like, just like, yeah, he looks just like Okami. I'm like, okay, I get that wolf next. It's crowded here.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Golly. Remember how this fight goes.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the broodmother's daughter all over again.
Oh, Sayax.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe, and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But
Pretty much.
knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just... Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamico? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Yep. No, his armor was the regular dragon color. And when he stabbed and got covered in his blood, it stayed that way.
Before they...
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
In your darn berserker mode. Yes! I remember him being a lot harder when I was younger. Too easy. I saw too that they added more like cosmetic stuff for characters. They added like 2 new hairstyles. I just don't know how you get them.
I thought you were getting from the, what was it, I forgot the name. The Golden Crown. Crap, what is that place called? Dang it. Yes, I couldn't remember the name of it. I think, I'm not sure.
Yeah, 'cause I know some of them with the PvP stuff, like, I don't play the PvP.
Yeah, I don't do it either. Even though they do give out pretty cool mounts, I've seen one of them, like,
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I still gotta do, I think there was one more Beast Tribe quest in Yaksha, I'm not sure, I think that's right. The captive.
Oh yeah, it's for crafters.
Oh, never mind, do I need to do that? And I,
Crafters and gatherers.
okay. And I still gotta find the Mughal quest on, I have no idea where that is. Is that for crafters too? Just let me know.
Yeah, that's just for crafters.
Okay.
But the fish ones is for crafters and gatherers. And they give out a lot of XP.
Guess I'll do that. 21 more days.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstance.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Have you seen the
Never
little
fear,
60
my lady.
dragon armor?
Your brother was in
What are you
fine
saying?
health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
Yeah, you were pretty close, though.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we
How many
departed
times I have to
Doma.
beat you?
While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing.
Yep.
As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians.
Well, you don't get to end him in this one, but you do get to fight him and a female, crap. I forgot. Why am I forgetting her names?
This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
You fought a female Ascian.
Well, tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done.
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Yeah, I think they said we can't change worlds yet.
And the blue mage isn't released yet either, right?
No, it won't be released until next week. Yep. Which means if you go in there with a pool party like into the Binding Coils to fight Bahamut and he uses Mega Flare, you have a better chance of learning it from him. So you know, as soon as somebody gets Mega Flare, everybody's gonna be spamming that attack as soon as it pops up. I don't know, they might make it like a minute or 60 seconds or something like that. Just the sheer power of it. Especially if you get up to 70. Do I want the silver or the food? I do, because I can't make it for myself. I need to go back to job yet. I'm gonna actually do that. Go back job and have to cook.
Riku grew on me as a character. I didn't like him in the first Kingdom Hearts.
I liked him. He was badass. He did not care.
For me, for the first one when I was younger, he just seemed really annoying to me. He always pops up and got jealous and tried to fight me. Kingdom Hearts 2, he grew on me better. And then Dream Drop Distance, oh my god, he became my favorite character in that game. Yeah.
I had a Game Shark back then, so I had the code that you can play as Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2. And that was pretty fun.
I think it was after playing Chain of Memories, he started growing on me as a poor kid. As the darkness and then started to fix things.
My favorite part of the whole thing is when they were wearing, when him and Mickey was wearing a hood, and he asked him, which road would you take? He said, I'll take neither. I'll take the middle.
Yeah.
The dawn.
The road to dawn.
Now, I'm trying to remember, did Riku become a knight, or, cause I know Sora didn't pass the test.
Yeah, Riku became a Keyblade Master.
But Sora didn't. Sora was...
Yeah, Sora didn't because he fell into like some subconscious darkness thing or something. He was easily manipulated, so I guess that counts as not passing. I don't know. Riku is a party member.
Favorite action scene is probably when they were fighting Zero, his nobody, and he was firing all those lasers and they went to work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Brian, have you
It
seen
seems the
reincarnated
engineers
as
have
slime?
matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her
First two
allies in
episodes, yeah, it kind of
Alamigo
suited, but then it
without
got
fear
serious
of
like
weakening
around
her own
episode
borders.
10. Well, actually, it got serious when he first met that dragon, but
Honored
it
friends,
became more
the
action-based.
time
like
has
episode
come to
10
put your
and
hard
first
work
one.
to the test. Start the...
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. 4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us. Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Yeah, I was too. I was gonna say they're like a fly in a fly trap, just burns up a entry. Shadow Hunter.
By the gods, it's Alphino. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
You already know who it is. There it is. The Black Wolf.
Aye. Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
Ooh, it's way too low.
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have...
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Oh. Rufio?
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
Why? What do you mean?
The Ascian used me, as he used so many others.
I do know that.
All to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly.
I'm not supposed to know that.
To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
I got you.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain.
Wait, did I kill La Habrea?
Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow
Erica,
chaos
did we kill La
throughout our
Habrea?
world. Are the Scions
Yeah,
not
did we-
like mine?
Yes, I believe so. Unless there's another Ascian out there that's safe.
In this single respect.
I was trying to think about it. I was like, when did we kill him?
I thought it was
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
it, wasn't it? Or was it that one battle where there's like two of them?
That's what I thought too. I'm like, but he's convinced that we killed him. Like, yeah, did we kill him?
Among the Ascians, the black-masked ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source.
What was it?
The round table?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think
What was
of.
after that?
I don't know, I'm trying to remember because I don't know, I had to go back and look at the archives.
Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group. And while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Heideland's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvas.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Get out of here.
Oh, God, I'm ruining it for you. My bad, Erica.
What?
Never mind. You can't hear it now. I don't think you can hear it now.
All of which prompts the question,
story for you.
were the Ascians responsible for the...
I'm in a fight right now.
I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
Except that's at the moment. Get out of here.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, In my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises.
Like this, Zemnis.
Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Oh, I didn't finish him off? Oh.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least. Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance. See that you do.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
My probably gonna shoot him again.